It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson going to come out throwing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake, Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen off the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Allen again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
DJ Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. That's what you know what we need, baby.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 38, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Again, Wilson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
You know what we need, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Turn it up to one, boys. It's game time. Come on, let's go. Me and you.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 27. They begin the drive with Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's do it.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Yeah, go right now. Oh, yeah. It's all right, popcorn. Come on, get real. It's all right, popcorn. Put it a little aggressive, baby.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd and very short, Allen forced out to his left.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Allen going to keep it again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Harris. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 31, Wilson.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, what we got? Here we go. Let's rock and roll.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd and 11 now. Now it's Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos are once again back in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
What's the deal, y'all? Who's gonna make a play, baby? Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Keep out, boys. I know you. It's working. It's showtime, baby. You ready to roll? We gotta be.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Allen.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cook up the gut, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw.
That swung out wide to him.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
The Bills offense back out onto the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's get some going. This is your game, baby. Let's go, y'all.
Allen off the play fake. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Completion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Here's Cook again.
And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. Give to Cook out of the gun.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down and 7.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, You know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Get him going, baby. Here we go. Let's rock and roll, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now Wilson. And it's caught. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down and 8. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. To throw, it's Allen. Completes it to Davis.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now Wilson.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Touchdown, Bills! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Bass on for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On the ground, this is Williams.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Let's go now, let's go. It's game time. Hit it, get it, baby. What's the deal, y'all?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, y'all. Playmaker, step up right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now,
and this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down 24-17. 1:09 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Wilson.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the play. Here we go up front. Let's ride up. Let's ride up. Let's be perfect.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They hand this off to Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Let's go. Play smart, baby.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.